Hey, what it do with the business is?
It is another week in the books with the On Deck TV show. I am Spike Lou.
Man, holla at your boy Animal Brown, Animal_Brown. If you're looking for me on Twitter and Instagram.
Absolutely, I am Spike Lou on them same social sites. Get at your boy. Just know God did.
According to Khaled, he absolutely did.
I didn't think a phrase would have beat another one, but he beat it.
Yeah,
God did.
He done. Man, listen, I done heard that 1,000 times over the last 72 hours.
Facts. How was your weekend, man?
Yeah, I can't complain, man. Shit, chilled out. Got my Jackie Joyner Kersey, my Carl Lewis on.
Chilled out. You ran 5,000. You ran from Nebraska to California, but you chilled out. How'd you get into the 5K? How'd that come about?
Man, shout out to my gym. The gym I've been at for about a year now. They wanted to do something in the city, and they linked up with the county clerk, commissioner, I don't know, somebody, and who has an annual 5K. So they were like, man, we want to pull up to their deep. I was like, hell yeah, I'll fuck with it.
What, did you have any doubt in your mind at any point that you was going to get to the end of it? Or were you training? Because you've been training. Were you training for that?
Nah. I just been working out regular. No like endurance training or nothing crazy like that. Yeah. And trust me, shout out my guy Locke. My guy Locke hit me up. He said, man, you ran the whole thing? Nigga, fuck no. Nigga.
And that's what, 3? It's like 3 miles, 3.2 miles.
It's a little over 3.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hell no.
Just running and jogging?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're gonna speed walk some too, nigga, at certain points, depending on how your conditioning is.
You finished though, that's the bottom line.
Exactly. I didn't stop. Let me say that.
Nice job. Good shit, man. That was dope as hell. I got some golf in over the weekend. Let me tell you the dope thing about golf before we get to our list for the weekend, man.
For sure.
I was out there at the range, and one of the black dudes came up to me, like, how long you been playing, Young Blood? Young Blood is hilarious, first of all.
For sure.
The nigga had the Nicolas Cage car off when they were stealing the cars and shit. The drop
on in 60 seconds.
And some beautiful ass old car, looked like he built with his hands.
Yep.
But he came up to me and was giving me some pointers and shit, and that was pretty dope. He said he was self-taught. He taught himself. There was another nigga out there with he had some TSU socks on. So I asked him, I was like, you from the city? Yeah, I like you from the city. He's like, yeah. So he told me that he went to TSU and he teaches golf around the corner from me at the high school. And it's hilarious in that scenario. When I approached him, he was all proper and shit. Then he realized that I was from Nashville too. The nigga started straight Nashville. Yeah, you know what I mean, man? Like this. It was so funny because he was prim and proper as hell at first, but then he realized I was from the city for real. That shit changed. It was just hilarious. But getting to meet some brothers out there playing golf, pause, has been super fun, man. Hopefully I can get some free lessons from the golf coach, man. So I'm getting that golf game up.
Because you need it.
Absolutely. That shit fire. What we got this week, AB?
I've seen clips. You need it.
East.
Hey, no, man, action-packed episode, dog. It's a new documentary out, Lil Baby joint on Amazon Prime. We're definitely talking about that. More QC news, Offset versus P. We're going to talk about that as well. And of course, we got to review DJ Khaled's 30th album, God Did. In case you've been under a rock, that's the name of it. We'll get to that also. But first, and most importantly, because we're going to touch on this God Did, but in one particular way. Jay-Z was featured on the title track, God Did, along with Lil Wayne and Rick Ross. Very simple question. It warrants its own conversation. Did Jay-Z drop the verse of the year?
This not only warrants its own conversation, we're going to go ahead and spoil it. Next week, we're doing our top 5 whole verses. This warrants a whole show topic.
For sure.
Absolutely. Hove came not to play on this verse. I said it in the group chat. I was all ready to type out the Wayne verse. Man, Wayne killed this. I know, because I didn't think Hove was going to come like he came on here. So I thought Wayne giving you a classic Wayne verse with the bars and just the metaphors. And like, I just didn't feel like that Hove was that engaged at this point in time. But boy, was I fucking wrong. And Hove got on there and he did what Hove does, and it was fucking amazing to people like you and me. But immediately, and what fascinated me was the wide range of perceptions from age groups. Because you and I, Hove is like, he rapping to us. He's for our age group.
No doubt.
I reached out to some guys younger than me. Shout out my guy Nicky Duce, my guy Maurice Hunt, who's a listener of the show. Maurice responded, he's a whole hater. And he's a hater. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Okay.
I know it's sad. I know.
Yeah, that's I hate to hear that.
He responded and he said, yeah, it's cool. Jay-Z always does that. Okay.
That's fair.
Knew that. All right. Nick responded and he was like, yeah, that's an all right verse, but you niggas is gassing it.
That's cap right there, though.
Yeah, okay. It's crazy. It's crazy. Now, keep in mind, these guys aren't even 30 yet.
Okay.
They'll be 30 this year. So I reached out to Chris Platt, who's a little bit more versatile, listen out to a little bit more music. I said, Chris Platt, this is the most insane answer. Did you listen to that whole verse? And he immediately responded with yes, period. Did you hear that JID?
Oh my God.
Bro, like you're gonna mention JID to me in the midst of Picasso painting the fucking Mona Lisa. I was mad. I blocked Chris Platt for 2 hours. I blocked him for 2 hours. It's my guy, I love him to death, but blocked him, got him out of there. I'm joking. But I'd say that to say, my OG to put me on to Hove, though, he's about 2 to 3 years older than me. He hit me up yesterday. He was like, bro, I'm pissed at you. I can't believe that you didn't call me and let me know that Hove put some shit out like this. I don't be on the streaming sites and shit. Like, I can't believe you let this whole verse sit around for 4 days without notifying me. That amazed me, though, just the wide, and of course, us in the group chat, we all loved it. We're all of the same, probably age group, but it just amazed me how the younger guys kind of view Hove and try to dismiss it, and then the appeal that we have and the older guys also as well. What I would say to that, though, is just like if you're looking at the Mona Lisa that you don't think it's the most beautiful painting in the world, that's fair.
Yeah.
Or you're looking at listening to Beethoven's symphony and you may not get it or think that it's the work of art that it is. But the fact of the matter is the genius speaks for itself. You ain't gotta like it. Like that's what the whole thing that I seen people going back and forth with. Like, well, I don't think it's this, that, and the third. You don't gotta like it, but you gotta respect it. It's like Kobe hitting 60 on his last game, bro. Like greatness has to be respected. That's what that verse said to me.
No, I agree. And the short answer to this question is yes.
Yes.
Yes. Listen, and I get it. There's a large number of people out there who consider Jay the GOAT. He can't do any wrong. Anytime he pops out for a cameo, it's an A++, 5 stars. There's people out there, there's Jay-Z apologists, there's Hove sexuals. I get it, dude. And people look at them like, man, y'all are gassing everything he always does. This instance, they may be right in some instances. This ain't one of them, though. This verse is incredible. And what I mean by that is there's so much in it. And I get it. Like Jay is the best at, and he's always been able to do this, having his fingerprint on what's really going on, especially in his life. He doesn't do a lot of stunting. He doesn't do a lot of that type of shit. He speaks specifically on what he has going on, where he came from and where he's at. And that has changed over the years, the more he's grown and gotten more successful. So we're seeing it unfold in our eyes, and that gap is getting wider and wider because he's told us Beans would have made millions. This person would have made millions if they weren't there. That has turned into how many billionaires have come from Hove. Like that's turned into that, dude. Like that, we're seeing it in front of our eyes. And he's always been
I'm a businessman, not a businessman. Started with that. That's where it started.
That's where it started.
And every now and then he's been tapping in with these. And one of the spectacular things, in my opinion, about this, as I just get a text from Chris Platt, he says the 40 and up crowd need to relax. He said it's still J. Cole on that Benny, Johnny P's caddy.
Okay.
Which is, I mean, that's respectable. I get
he murdered that too, though.
He did. That's a hell of a verse, but here's the difference. Can't nobody go in there and say, and rap is about flexing. So there ain't one other person that could say how many billionaires that I read. Like you were just saying this, the stuff that Hove is saying, like this is actual facts. Nigga, I did this. I thought it, I lived it, I'm rapping it. I ain't have to take nobody else's perspective. I ain't rapping through another nigga eyes. And when my homeboy was this, all me. It starts and it ends right here. And I think that some people don't consider that when they taking, like when you versing this in. Like, that shit with J. Cole, that's fire. You're absolutely right. It's cool. But Jay-Z can do that.
Yeah.
J. Cole can't do what Jay-Z do and it be true.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So.
Listen, I do think it was verse of the year. I think the hype is warranted. I saw the crowd out there that's trying their hardest to say that Wayne verse was better. Let's stop the madness.
It was a good Wayne verse right there, though.
Yeah, no, there's nothing wrong with that Wayne verse. If anything, Ross has the forgettable verse. Like, let's be clear.
That was a good Ross verse too.
Man, bro, it was
It's just
no fault of his own.
See, okay,
that's forgettable.
I blame Khaled for this. And if I was Ross, because Ross is an MC's MC, I was just talking to somebody about this. I would have been hot at Khaled, and it would have been a phone call. Because you can't hit me up, nigga, and be like, nigga, this finna be the one. Or actually, you can't hit me up and be like, I'll throw a little something on here. You know, I'm gonna get like Wayne to do his thing on there, because I'm sure this J verse came last. Probably. And if I'm Ross and I hear this and you got me with an 8 and a bridge, and this nigga just came and did a tidal wave, and I'm a rapper's rapper, I ain't saying that I'm better than Ho, but I at least want to put some shots up, nigga.
For sure.
I would have been pretty pissed about that if I was Ross.
But this isn't the first time this ain't the first time that Ross has had a forgettable verse on a big record, because his verse on Stay Scheming is a complete afterthought, because that's Drake's song now.
But I guess it is something to be said for Ross too, for like he get that call though. Like
he's in a position for sure.
You know what I'm saying? That call go to Rick Ross, because he does well on the songs. Once you go back and listen, it ain't like memorable. It just so happened that niggas showed up and showed out they ad. Like legends showed up and showed out on the songs. That's all it happened to be.
I will say this though. I think that have we done a Jay-Z favorite verses episode? I know we got stupid amounts in the can.
I don't know if we've done that. I think we've rated the albums. I don't think if we've done. I can't remember. Verses.
Somebody let us know, man. Have we done a favorite Jay-Z verses?
We haven't. We doing that next week. The top 5 Jay-Z verses. Let me ask you one last thing. If let's say you get those vocals, and instead of that, what's the nigga name? Friday? This on there?
Yeah, whoever that was singing. Yeah.
What if you Drake and you get the whole verse? And Khaled like, bro, I just want you to lace the hook. Just take a listen to this, and I just want you to lace the hook. Would you do that?
Yeah, of course.
Really?
Yeah, if I'm Drake.
You could hear Jay-Z do that if you Drake and just do the hook.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But I thought that guy did a good job, although
he did. I ain't saying he didn't. Yeah.
It was somebody else I could have heard, like Giveon. I probably could have heard on there. But then I like John Legend part at the end too. The song is fire, by the way. I like the whole record though.
Song is good. Khaled did his thing. The whole record is great. Ross did what he could. I feel like he may have been the first one finished. I mean, that probably played against him.
There's always somebody has to get the short end of the stick, bro. The Control verse was the same way. Nobody gives a damn about Big Sean or Jay Electronica verse on there, bro. It happens that way.
That's a fact. That's a fact, man. Dope verse by Hov, man. I can't believe the younger crowd, man. Y'all get better.
If it went over your head, it's okay. It's okay. Let's normalize things going over your head and being okay with it, dude.
And respecting its greatness and be like, hey, it just ain't for me. Like, you ain't got to think the Mona Lisa beautiful. You ain't got to think that. But you can't knock it either, because it's a reason that it's in that position.
For sure.
That being said, speaking of people in positions, man, Amazon Prime, brand new doc from Lil Baby. Was it called My Time? Was it like title stuff like from the album? Untrapped.
Yep.
This dropped on Friday, I want to say Thursday or Friday night. AB, I got to sit down and look at it over the weekend. How about you? And was it worth the watch if you did?
Yeah, I did check it out. This is the second documentary by him. The Preacher Man was the first one, came out on YouTube, which was also pretty dope as well. This one was good. I did enjoy this one. I like seeing. I'm always here for a rags to riches story. That's a layup. It's low hanging fruit. If that doesn't motivate you, or if that doesn't like hit you in any type of way, then I really don't know what to tell you. But this one works, and I liked showing his. First of all, I love that people record everything. So the show where he's out there and there ain't really that many people. The early studio sessions. All of that shit is so dope that everything is documented so that we're able to tell these stories. That was the first thing that kind of jumped out to me. And then also it gives you like a quick history lesson, bro. Like I completely forgot about that. My dogs being the one that kind of got him in the door, so to speak. And also like that it showed the relationship between him and Marlo, and rest in peace Marlo, but being a cautionary tale of how easily things can go in one way or they can go the other. You know what I mean? Just depending on different circumstances and things of that nature, because we show a lot of the people winning and making it big and being uber successful, but we know that's the minority. Unfortunately, more people end up a little bit closer to like a Marlo situation than they do a Lil Baby. So I like that they showed kind of the juxtaposition of those two as well. But it was a pretty solid put together documentary. I do think QC's documentary on jewelry that they did with Migos and a couple of other people, I think that was done stylistically better. But this one was still good, and I would recommend it, bro. What you think?
I liked it. I thought it was a good documentary. I'm a big Baby fan. As far as we've talked about it numerous times on him when we first saw him in that Breakfast Club interview, it was on there. The one that we first mentioned it and started speaking about him. Was it one of those interviews, or is he one of those artists for you? Like, if this was someone else, would you have watched it first week? Because you watched the Juice World and the 6ix9ine doc, so you are more like you like those. Would you have watched this if it wasn't Lil Baby? Let's say it was a B-list artist.
I mean, it depends, because I don't even necessarily have to be into the artist. Like, I don't listen to 6ix9ine music, but I watch the doc. I don't listen to Juice WRLD music, but I watched it.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? But then again, you have somebody like DMX, and I watch that. You know what I mean? So it's just, I try to consume as much as I have time for. You know what I mean? Just to, especially if it's someone I'm not uber familiar with.
Right. That's why I asked, because I'm biased. I'm not watching it if I don't fuck with him. So I fuck with Baby. I hit play on this Friday as soon as I got to the crib. Just to get some more information to see how he came up. And it's funny that if we hadn't seen this happen, like if we didn't watch it, if this wasn't a nigga that wasn't as popular as he was, I would have looked at this and be like, man, they gassing this nigga, man. Like they gassing this nigga up like
for sure.
15 with millions. Like, I don't know about that, but he happened to be in Atlanta around the time that he was blowing up. I can remember people talking about him. I can remember seeing the kid in the crowd with all the rappers and shit, and then looking back and it being him. So I do remember this shit. So like you said, it is dope to go back and see people talk about this and then hear like it's never been like smut on his name or he ain't from this or that. Like the guy on there that impressed me the most was the guy, the writer, the historian, who said he went to do the story with Lil Baby, and he phrased it perfectly. He was like, it was the perfect storm where Lil Baby was the new generation of Atlanta. I'm telling you how niggas is talking now. Like Jeezy, T.I., Future, those niggas may have done their thing and they very relevant and superstars, but there was a gap in what Atlanta was like now, and Lil Baby came through, and I feel like that's why he was so successful. Dude hit that shit, nailed it.
That was
spot on the head. And I think Young Thug was very like impressive in his recalling of I stamped this too, and P. So like everybody all had good stuff to say about him. It wasn't a slow moment in enough for Lil Baby, and I appreciate that. The only takeaway that I had that may have been negative is I kind of felt like it was early to be doing this. Like you said, he got the one on YouTube. Maybe it could have took another album or two, but it's the sign of the times that we in. Like music ain't the forefront no more. Because you remember, we didn't get something like this from Hove until Black Album.
Yeah.
This is my retirement album, nigga. He doing this after my first album.
Yeah.
So I definitely look forward to seeing how much more they build on this, because Cole has been successful with it. But again, he didn't start till like his 4th or 5th album with these type of documentaries and the following. So I hope that it makes more people gravitate to him, because they did have a segment where, you know, people talk about they don't get it and shit. Obviously that's changed, and I look forward to more shit from him, and I like the doc. It was dope.
Yeah, because I mean, this is replacing the vlog. Niggas used to have vlogs, part 1, part 2, part day in the life. So this is kind of replacing that. But I do agree with you, and this is why I can't put it over something like the XXX or the Juice WRLD, because, and this is obviously unfortunate, but their chapters have all but closed for obvious reasons. So there's a beginning, a middle, and an end. He's maybe not even hit his prime yet, so there's more story to tell. So it's not as captivating as those, because unfortunately those are tragedies, which can be, again, we know how it's a train wreck. Everybody stops and watches. We know how that is. It's just something about it that's more captivating. That doesn't necessarily make it better or worse. I'm just saying that it doesn't hit the same as this, because he's got so much story to tell. Still, it was good though. Maybe a little premature, but it was good.
Yeah, I agree. It was really good. I appreciated it 100%.
Speaking of QC, hey man, everything isn't sunshine and rainbows over at QC, according to Offset. He's got a new lawsuit aiming at QC. P has taken offense to this lawsuit through a sub or two on Twitter that has now been deleted. Of course, your man Offset clapped back at the sub. So did Cardi B. She came to her man's defense. It's a lot going on over there right now, and he's not even featured in any of the Migos shit right now. It's just Unc and Few. It ain't even Offset being included. How do you see this playing out, man? Get your crystal ball out.
Man, if I had to make a projection, I would project that they are going to go their separate ways.
Damn.
And the reasons being because Offset got a powerful wife. He got a solo career that he's interested in doing. I don't see the bridges that they've burnt with each other. Like they family. I ain't saying that these niggas hate each other. It's gonna be no beef. But just it looks like that he's trying to do a lot more with his career than be one of the members of the Migos. Sure. I think that he wants to stand on his own 2 feet, which should be a respectable thing from P or the Migos or the guys over at QC, especially off of seeing a Baby doc. And I do feel like that the Migos kind of took a backseat to Lil Baby once he got to rolling.
No doubt.
And if Offset has an issue with that, my problem here would be, and I praise P on here all the time, would be with P. Like, bro, if you don't want my name on your shit and you bought your way out and like you using the leverage of your wife being powerful in this industry to try to get out of your deal, then go, bro. Like, I don't want you. You don't want to be here. I don't want you here. I ain't even got, I'm making money. So I could feel if they weren't successful, it was a situation like we talking about your boy that got Meg. Yeah, like I ain't really got too many other successful music acts.
Yeah,
but if I'm P, not even if I have to take a loss, and I'm speaking for another nigga money. I know it. That's easy for me to say.
Right.
However, I do feel like the perception and the importance of what QC stands for, what they built when they talk about loyalty, I believe that shit. So it don't look like that shit is true now. If you going back and forth with Cardi, you got a little slick Instagram shit with you and Lil Baby, Kiki and Kaka, and like P supposed to be the nigga that's over that. Yeah. I ain't got nothing to do. I don't wish you nothing but success, homie. You want out your deals, you don't want my name on your shit. Cool. Let's take the legal paperwork way about it, and you go about your business and I go about mine. I ain't got to go back and forth with you. I was disappointed in seeing that. And I do feel like Offset probably looks at it the same way. And that's why I don't think that there will be reconciliation with this. What about you?
Yeah, I don't know, man. The Migos have sued or filed lawsuits against QC before, and then that got washed under and nothing happened, and they're back making music. I feel like this can happen too. I thought the Lil Baby video, I thought that was whack. I ain't gonna lie. I thought that was corny.
You don't do that at your big age, man.
Yeah,
not at your boss level.
Yeah, that's not a boss move. Yeah. I get the feeling of wanting to do something like that, man. But like, bro, that was kind of lame. And we all know that these niggas not tight like that. Like Baby not tight with Offset and Migos like that, and that's okay. But it's about the paper, bro. So like the making niggas choose sides and the divide and conquer tactics, that's kind of some slaw. It make your label look bad. With that being said, though, the whole thing is that Offset is wanting to do solo material. He allegedly has paid his way out of his contract in order to do solo material. But then when he started dropping these solo records, P and QC would not give him control of those records. That's where all this is coming from. If you've noticed, he's dropped a solo record for the last 3 weeks in a row. And they've actually been pretty good. The lawsuit stuff is overshadowing that, which is kind of sad, but the records have actually been solid. Y'all check them out if y'all haven't. I do think this will get reconciled. P even said it, man. Y'all saw the last lawsuit. What happened to that? Nothing exactly. This will be the same thing. I lean toward that. Nothing has been said that can't be undone. The mudslinging has been light. I did think it was interesting, though, that Offset went on Twitter to respond to P and said, man, nigga, I ain't talked to you in 2 years, bro. So, why, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are we talking about? That's concerning. That let people know that it may not be what it looks like or what the perception is of how QC is being ran and how they're supposed to be a family and all, whatever the case may be. Although we all know, I know, you know, everybody knows that everybody is not meant to get along, dude. Like, you can be on the same label, you can work at the same job, nigga, whatever the case may be. That don't mean, nigga, you BFFs with your label mates, dude. It's not realistic. I don't know if anybody was expecting that, but if you were, you're probably disappointed right now. You're probably confused as fuck at what's going on.
Facts. Let me ask you this, because he said something interesting, and we like, well, I ain't talked to you in 2 years. So P is the boss. Is it his responsibility, huh?
I think you're about to say, how is that possible, dude?
That's fine. Nah, that's what I was about to say. Is it his responsibility to make sure that he's talked to Offset within those 2 years?
100%.
Like, what if he been hitting him up and he just like Offset could been being petty just so he could say this? Like, what if he been hitting him up and I'm sending the nigga straight to voicemail? Like, how often are you gonna do that as the boss? Like, I got 30 artists, I got a lot of people over here that I'm trying to pay attention to you. I'm not gonna keep calling you for 6 months. You ain't answered the phone. You got some kind of passive aggressive energy because you don't like what's going on over here with Baby and won't say nothing. How long do you let that go on if you pee before you like, look, bro, like, let's figure this out. You can get the fuck on away from me, my nigga.
I find it hard to believe that they ain't spoken 2 years. Number one.
Crazy.
Number two, I get it. You're a busy person. You're a boss. You got 30 artists. That's what you signed up for. 2 years ago, the pandemic was the quarantine. Like, at least check on niggas' mentals, bro. Like, see how niggas is doing or something. Like, nigga, Christmas card, nigga, something. Like, do something. Like, that is interesting. And number one, at least have a fucking QC brunch once a year, nigga, when y'all are all in the same room. That's fine. At minimum, something of that nature. So that's interesting. It's hard to tell, bro. I can't really speak. I don't want to speculate in that Offset is doing them dirty or nigga leaving them on red, hitting the voicemail, sending them a voicemail. I don't want to speculate. I have no idea. But I do think it's strange that he hasn't talked to them in 2 years. Because then I would want to know what his role is in their career then, if that's the case. They've dropped the album since then. Like, what is he doing then?
It's hard to believe that these things are issues when everybody's getting money. It's hard to believe it, man.
Unless niggas not getting money like we think.
That's even harder to believe. I would be even more flabbergasted if that were the case. Like, I ain't even gonna lie to you. I don't think that these niggas is billionaires and nothing, but I think that they well off. So if everybody well off, it's hard to believe that niggas is like, man, he hanging with that nigga more than me, man. Like, that shit is fucking crazy to me.
That's human nature, bro.
Yeah, it is. Definitely is, man. Speaking of human nature and getting out of here, your man's DJ Academics was on your other man's show, DJ Vlad, talking about a so-called cleansing, and I'm doing air quotes here, of hip hop. He said with the upcoming RICO cases coming that we're about to see a big change in the trajectory of where hip hop is going. No more gang shit. Is this a fair statement, AB, or is DJ Academics hating?
No, I think this is a legitimate theory. He's given a theory of what he thinks will happen, and I'm actually not mad at this. I don't think he's that off. We've seen what happened with the RICO charges with 6ix9ine and company. We've seen or we're about to see what's going to happen with Casanova.
Casanova got off, didn't he?
Huh?
Casanova got sentenced.
No, his homeboy did. His co-defendant did.
Oh, he got life. Yeah, his co-defendant got life.
He got a ridiculous number. And so we're obviously all sitting and waiting to see what happens with Young Thug, Lucci, all of them, Gunna, all of them. It's hip hop. There's a spotlight on hip hop right now for the wrong reason. We talked about it before going on in New York with the drill movement. The crime in Atlanta is crazy. Chicago been what it's been. Quando Rondo was just in LA in Beverly Hills and got shot at. How many more times do you think stuff like that is going to happen around places like Beverly Hills or in Chicago in the shopping district where FBG Duck got shot? How many more times do you think that's going to happen before niggas go, man, I was going to go to LA, but never mind though. Like, fuck that. Or artists are like, nah, I ain't going to LA. They doing way too much. And you start losing out on money in the area. How long before you think that? That's why old girl doing that shit down here, but it's always money related. Let's be very clear. Fannie Willis, the DA
District
down
Attorney,
here.
Fulton County. Yep.
Everything leads to money. Let's be very clear. Buckhead is not what Buckhead used to be from what I've been told. We've only been down here for a decade.
Yeah.
it's not that anymore. And a lot of people are tying it into these gangs who are then allegedly tied into rap movements. And so if that's where it's coming from, in order to get this shit back to where they used to be and to bring the money back to it, man, then they're going to pull out all the stops, dude. We just got the word about the indictment that she had teased 60 days ago. It's some rappers that we never heard, a rapper that we never heard of, a gang I'm not familiar with, 20-something more indictments coming down. She's obviously trying to move up the political ladder, but that's another story. It's all about that. Let situations like the Quando Orano thing happen and let an innocent white girl get shot in the process. He got shot at a gas station. They shot the truck up. Let something happen, whether it's something like that or some more money is being lost, where now big pop acts won't come to the city. And I'm telling you, we're going to see more Ricos left and right, bro. They're going to start pulling that card as they're already doing.
They are, absolutely. And you are going to see a switch if people are smart. Because obviously, and this is probably going to be more controversial, the statement to say, rappers are being targeted, in my opinion. And the reason that I would say that is you alluded to the Fannie Willis. She's a district attorney of Fulton County. And YSL was arrested. They had the indictments, Young Thug, Gunna, very popular rappers. And that followed up with, oh, we got more coming for rappers.
Right.
And today you get, what's these niggas' name, man?
Yeah, I'm not even sure how to.
Drug Rich Gang.
Yeah.
Niggas that I've never heard of these niggas.
Yeah.
I ain't never heard of the fame, and I ain't knocking them at all. I may not be abreast to what's going on out in the streets. They may be very popular from a street standpoint. However, from a rap standpoint, I know they not. I know that I can promise you they not, because I ain't never heard of them. Now, with that being said, I feel like people like the district attorney or like DJ Academics, who may not be as tapped in with the cultures he'd like to be when you're speaking from this perspective. I feel like rap is being manipulated in this standpoint. It ain't them that's dangerous. Like, these little niggas is not rappers. Like, these niggas is gang members. Call them what they are. Like, if you want to make your bones on the situation and not throw smut, I think rappers should start speaking up about it, in my opinion. Like, you're making what we do in our profession look bad when you say, oh, I'm indicting rappers, and the rappers that you're indicting are Young Blood City gang from Green Bay, Wisconsin. Mm-hmm. Like, or the famous rapper dies or is in beef, or like the dude they were talking about with the ops, and these niggas got 3 songs on YouTube.
For sure. Like,
these not rappers, bro. Like, you're just saying that to make this look more sensational, to make it pop a little bit more, other than just some random nigga got shot. Some random niggas is robbing celebrities in Atlanta, and they a gang. They call, like, they not. It's crazy the way that they're manipulating it, and I hope that more rappers are start to step up and they start circumventing those guys trying to use these lyrics or the dirt or the smut that it's throwing on what is a good genre and a good business for black men, essentially. Like, I don't like how it's being, the waters are being muddied.
You know, and because of that, he may have a point. The genres, because the genres in music, you might start getting different types of rappers focusing on different shit, bro. Like, let a couple of these, let some more niggas get some football numbers, bro. Like, niggas gonna think twice about Slaughter Gang, and like, niggas gonna start thinking twice, bro. Like, unless you're just a square and that's just like you just taking on that image and you know that you got no street niggas behind you.
But can that work? Like, we seen Chance try that.
Who?
Like, Chance the rapper is like that. He's probably the epitome of that, right? And that don't work.
Well, he's not a good musician.
Okay.
So we've seen it work 1,000 times, bro. You can be Lupe. This nigga was skateboarding, bro.
Okay.
You're going to see niggas skateboarding again. Like, you know, the niggas going to put the flags down and they're going to pick up the skate decks. Like, and they're going to be niggas Supreme to the floor, and they're going to be skateboarding, and they click going to be the Supreme team. It's going to be a rap click, but it's because they wearing the clothes, bro. Watch.
So you think that street culture won't be the most popular aspect of like hip hop anymore? Like, because that's what it is essentially, right? Street culture, people trying to be street hood. They think that's what's real. That's what gets praised. So you think that that's going to die out, like being hood, being gangster, being a G, and more so niggas will gravitate to being, oh, I'm a square, I'm a lame, I'm washed. You think that'll happen?
Let more, I think that labels will stop signing people like this, because they're not going to put millions behind people that's going to turn around and get 28 years in 2 years, nigga, because they was really about what they say. They're going to start looking for A&Rs or whoever, if those even exist anymore, are going to start looking for more of the Lupe type or more of the Kid Cudi or more of the people that don't come with the baggage, air quote, of that street life. Watch, I'm telling you that's going to happen. Let a couple of these happen. Let a couple of these cases, let Young Thug do something ridiculous, like get some ridiculous shit. This nigga got 1 billion streams on Spotify, and it won't matter, nigga, if she throw the book at this nigga. You know what I'm saying? It won't matter at that point.
Yeah.
And they not finna invest all that money into that shit, dude. Let them start losing some money. Hey, let that bottom line get hit. Again, it's all about the paper. Let the labels bottom line get hit. Let the city's bottom line get hit. And that shit finna stop, bro. The table's gonna turn.
I'd be interested to see where that takes rap or hip hop though, because
it ain't always been gangster shit that's been number one, bro.
Not a gangster, but what hip hop is essentially is a reporting of the streets. Like you're telling what's going on, because like it's not reported or covered anywhere else in the mainstream. You don't get many movies about Black inner city. You don't have many TV shows. It's not pop culture. It wasn't until we made it that. So what essentially you got all of that information from was rappers. And it wasn't, like you said, it wasn't always niggas that was doing it, like Young Thug or allegedly, or Jeezy allegedly, or anybody like that. It wasn't always that. It was just a nigga who could articulate it well. We seen it in Snowfall. Like the little nigga that was rapping about Franklin and those niggas. Like, so you, like you're saying, what happens to those little niggas? Are they gonna stop rapping? Like, are people gonna stop rapping about the streets?
What do you mean, like Kendrick?
That's what I'd be interested to see. Like a perfect example, like a Kendrick Lamar.
He not rapping no gang, bro.
However, he's repping the neighborhood, and he has to see niggas like Top Dog or niggas. You remember the little niggas that's dead in that Noisy video that was his homeboy? He got to see that in order to be able to articulate it.
Lupe was the same way though.
Right. The nigga that got Lupe CEO locked up behind heroin. So I'm saying that they have to have some type of direct correlation to it. Some people do in order to rap about it so well. Now, if I can't rap about it now because I'm scared the nigga that I'm rapping about, or even myself, is going to get locked up, what does that in turn do to the music?
And plus, a lot of streets fund those careers. Yeah,
and that's the reason that it's so glorified. And I want to rap about that. That's where the money coming from.
That's true too. I don't know. That's
a good conversation.
It's a slippery slope, and it's a very interesting situation. We're gonna keep our eyes on, but trust me, let some money fly out that window, dog, and that shit they're gonna switch that shit up real quick. Absolutely. Hey man, your man DJ Khaled, we teased it earlier.
God did.
The catchphrase of the weekend. He is back with his latest project. We'll get straight to it, man. You know how we get down. Initial thoughts, highlights, lowlights. Then we'll give it a ranking or a rating. Excuse me. What was your expectation going into this? I know neither one of us are just like, oh, shit, a Khaled album? Oh, fuck. Well, I know we ain't on that. But leading up to this, though, where was your interest level? And at least like, oh, okay, a Khaled album.
I like the promo. Khaled's promo can be annoying. We know it can, and it can be effective. He can be annoying. Well. Yeah, he can be annoying. So it's very, you just said the slippery slope. It's a very slippery slope with Khaled when he's prepping for an album on, are you going to be annoyed or are you going to be interested? Yeah. And this one I was interested in. The God did was he ran with it. And him teasing having the Jay-Z verse, the best Jay-Z verse, and just even us joking around with it in the group chat with the title, and God did, thinking that it may be a gospel album. Like, this is just a lot of stuff surrounding it. So as always, we know Khaled is going to put the talent together and he's going to have dope songs. It's always about, does the concept work? Yeah. So going into this, the expectation was I do want to hear it because I'm interested in the God did. Like that was brilliant, I feel like. Yeah. So I was definitely looking forward to see what he did this time. And then the track list came out. It was great. It was good. Excuse me. It was good. It wasn't games track list or nothing like that, but it was good. So I was definitely expecting, based off what I saw and what I know Khaled to be. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm not going to act like I don't listen to the Khaled projects when they come out. This is not the first one that we've reviewed. He is a big figure in the culture, whether you like him or not. This is his 12th catchphrase that he's come up with that was catchy. And he has a way of promoting himself or whatever it is that he's marketing in an effective manner, dude, whether that does get on your nerves or whether you think it's funny, one or the other. This is his 13th album. He has not taken more than 2 years off since his first album in 06. So the Khaled fatigue, I can understand if you have that. I get it. I'm always interested to see how he is able to put his body of work together and whether one of these days he can actually show what it is that he does and what makes him different from someone else that has a Rolodex full of artists like this. Like you want to be able to be like, okay, I see why Khaled is Khaled and that another person couldn't do this exact same thing just because they got rich friends and a deep Rolodex. When I first listened to it, get into the initial reaction, this one I thought stood out a little bit more to me once I finally got past the whole verse. It took me an hour to get past that. Let's be clear.
Facts.
But once I finally got past that, this one was probably one of his more cohesive projects. Major part in because of the theme. I felt like the theme was in and out of here more often than his previous ones, which worked in its favor. We joked about this earlier. He's clearly riding that gospel rap wave from Kanye that he's kind of set off with the whole Donda projects.
Great Jack Ball J.
Easy,
the gospel
easy
rap.
call. He's riding that wave, but I think it works in this instance. Again, I think we talked about. I think we like the Kiss the Ring was one of probably the better Khaled projects. The rest are kind of just like, nigga, they're interchangeable. This one, in my opinion, stood out a little more than I remember, especially with the last one. The one last year was low-key some slaw. He had the big record with Dirk and Lil Baby. I scratched $1 million off my checklist a year ago. That shit went crazy. But other than that, it was a whole bunch of cheat code samples. And they were all
Wild Thoughts with some slaw too.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly. I ain't really like that one either. So he's been dropping a whole lot of mid lately. In my opinion, this one is a stronger pack coming from him because of the continuity with the themes and shit, man. It felt a little more produced. What did you think when you listened to it?
That's a good word, produced. It did feel a little bit more cohesive is what I was going to go with. It was more like sometimes it can be like a mosh posh of just like different shit. But this one, it did feel like the God did theme was throughout the verses, throughout the tracks, throughout the hooks. Like it was a constant theme and not just, oh, I called a nigga up and he gave me a verse. Hove set it off, like you said in the beginning, took me forever to get past that. But as I got through there, 21 Savage showing his ass on the album, everything that he did, then you get to them slow down stuff and you have her on there and you got like SZA. Just a lot, SZA, just a lot of different varieties that mixed well. So I was at the end of it more so surprised than anything because I'm usually walking away with, okay, a couple songs is cool. But this one sounded better together, like you said, as far as all the songs and the mixing in and out of different tempos and beats per minute. I would say.
Because you want. Look, man, I get it. Khaled, he's on his 13th album. Like that's a lot of records, dude. Like I get it. Everything can't be this deep, Good Kid, Mad City concept. You can't do that every time and have 14 albums, dude. Like that's not how it works. I get it. Sometimes you want the big dog arena record, and then you can fill in the rest. I understand. This one, he kind of showed a little bit of what he's actually capable of. You see the clips of him gassing niggas in the studio or having a vision. I feel like this is more of a complete vision. Like they're not just records. Even look at the Juice WRLD record. He's quoting Khaled. He references Khaled in several times in the song, so it sounds like it was made for him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The Migos joint, they say God did in the hook. It sounded like it was made for this project. Like that, more of that works for me. Let's Pray with Don Toliver and Travis Scott. The like you said, the 21 Savage record, he references some religious themes in there, in and out. I was like, okay, it kind of reminded me to a lesser extent because this other project is way better, but it reminded me of Black Panther and what Kendrick did with that. Like, nigga, you could tell he cultivated that. Now, this isn't on that level, but I'm saying at least you're like, oh, okay, he brought something to the table and made something with purpose behind it. And that's the vibe I got with this.
I agree with you 100%. It's like this time it wasn't, oh, I'm doing a verse for Khaled. It wasn't, oh, Khaled called me, here go a Khaled verse. It's I'm doing a verse for that God did.
Exactly.
Similar to what we were saying about Donda. Like
Yep.
it wasn't, oh, I'm going to do a verse for Kanye. It was like he's doing this record and it's Donda. It's about his mom.
Yep.
It should be this type of flow.
Yep.
So yeah, that is a very, very good point because it was cohesive in that way. And again, like we said, kind of took the blueprint from that Donda record because I remember us sitting here and saying the exact same thing about that. It was like, my nigga, when you get this call and hey, we working on this, don't come in here talking about the ops and your bitch that you can't fuck no more and all this shit that every other rapper did. Like, you don't want to hear that, bro. Like it's a theme. Yeah. So that was dope, and I do think that he was very good at pulling that off this time.
And it shows some intention, and you're not just mailing it in, bro. Like that.
Yeah, I ain't just using my phone numbers.
Like and then niggas just didn't throw you something that they had left over on the hard drive. Well, with the you can tell Use This Gospel was from Donda. You could tell that. I know that you got the picture with him and Dre, and that's allegedly where this session came from. So other than that, even though it does fit the theme, still, for the most part, it sounds like these things were crafted specifically for this project. What kind of stood out to you? What's a couple of joints you rock with?
Of course, God did. Love that whole. I even think Ross and Wayne got off, but we've talked about that already. Big Time, I liked.
Oh yeah, Future and Baby, that's hard.
Future and Baby, definitely. I like the Quavo and Takeoff record.
That's banging. With the Eddie Murphy flip.
Facts. And it fits. It fits the record. Yeah. I also like Nardo Wick. I ain't a big Nardo Wick fan, but that one stood out to me. Okay. And one of my favorites, Way Past Luck, 21 Savage. That's probably my favorite song on here. And from a bar perspective, not even songs, like the whole, like the interlude leading into the Jada Kiss, like
that was hard
too. Even though we remember that, it made me go look at that verses, first of all. I had to go at least get to that point to when Jada Kiss was talking that shit. But that's kind of like also what this album was too. Like that was a moment in hip hop time, like from what Kiss was saying, it's like God body. The nigga, I was possessed in that. Like I was going in on them. That kind of perfectly fit as a random, almost freestyle, but going exactly with the theme of the album as far as a little takeout from the verses. So that was fire as well. Those were the things that stood out to me the most. What track stood out to you?
Yeah, as a Migos fan that I am, I love the Quavo and Takeoff record. I thought that shit was banging. That's right up their alley. I wish Offset was on it, honestly. It just that would have made too much sense. And real quick before I get to the other two records that I like, did you peep the VMAs Khaled and Offset were presenting together? And I thought that was interesting. Number one, because Offset is not on this project, but Quavo and Takeoff are. I wonder what they talked about backstage.
You know, one of the interesting things, speaking to that, is not like normal when a group split, like one person would be the outcast. Like he got Cardi. Like people can't just box him out because his wife is a megastar.
Facts.
So you can't be like, oh, he ain't part of the group no more. We don't fuck with him.
It don't matter.
Like, that's gonna be very interesting to see how that plays out.
For sure. I spoke on Let's Pray. Don Toliver's Undefeated in my book. I rock with that. And I like I thought the Lotto's joint was fun. With the Mr. Cheeks pause, which is the slowest. First of all, let's be clear. One of the slowest rap names in history is Mr. Cheeks. Let's be very clear about it.
Nigga need to change his rap name to Mr. Pause. Mr. Pause. Jesus.
That was one of the few cheat code samples because that was already that was already a hit back in the day or whatever the case may be. But I thought it worked. Lotto did her thing. The City Girls, they was okay, but Lotto snapped on there. And then I even thought the Drake and Baby record worked better as a B-side than it did as a single.
I was gonna say the same thing. I was glad that I didn't run and listen to that when it came out because it was still kind of more fresh to me when I listened to this. So as I'm playing the album and it's come on, I'm like, okay,
it works
because I only listened to it like once or twice, but it plays very well in the scheme of this album. I agree.
It shouldn't have been a single. It should have just been a B-side.
No, I should have been just on here, right? 100%.
What didn't work?
When we talk about stuff that didn't work, you guys are a lot higher on Don Toliver than I am. I didn't like that song. I didn't like the Let's Pray with the Travis Scott. I'm over that sound. I think that may be it. To Use the Gospel, it kind of sounded like you said it was from Donda, so that wasn't really it for
Yeah.
me. And that's it.
Yep.
Like, I mean, I get the fam we good with Gunna. I actually kind of like that. So
I
and
wasn't
get
mad
the
at that.
bills paid. Yeah. So yeah, those two are really the main two that I did not fuck with.
Yeah, Use This Gospel is.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, like it's okay. I like Kanye on the hook, but that he wasn't talking about nothing on there. And real low key, Dre might be washed.
Dr. Dre?
It might be time for that discussion. I'm gonna come clean, bro.
That was a Dr. Dre beat? Which one?
That Use This Gospel is a Dr. Dre beat.
Oh wow.
He might be washed.
You gotta point to something else for me to even consider.
Give me the fire Dr. Dre song in the last 15 years. Beat.
What Dr. Dre song has there been?
That's my point. This nigga ain't been talking. I mean, he had some shit on the Grand Theft Auto soundtrack, nigga, wherever the fuck that's at.
No one heard that.
No one heard it. That don't even count. Dre might be washed, bro.
I don't know if you can say that though. I think that's kind of like the youngins telling us that Jay-Z verse was just okay.
Now that's just a lie. That's what that is.
I mean, like you saying that, like it ain't. I feel like Dr. Dre is one of those niggas. Like, who's gonna call him and get a beat from him at this point?
What did I can't
like
keep
even
saying,
in the last 5 years? Like, no, I don't even know whose call he's accepting.
Yeah,
like, it ain't gonna be Kendrick. That nigga ain't rapping. I ain't giving him no beats no more. Damn, I'm not even answering game calls. Who am I giving the Dr. Dre beat to, bro?
I don't know.
Penny and fucking Conway. Those the niggas.
They'll take it.
The nigga that's beefing with Freddie Gibbs online with that. Right. That's who getting Dr. Dre beat. That's why. So I feel if I'm Dr. Dre, I would respond to you and say, well, shit. I mean, ain't no Snoops and Pox running around, motherfucker.
Man, that's an excuse. Hey, what if Future was on a Dre beat?
That would be banging.
You see what I'm like? Try something like he hasn't made a fire beat in a long time, bro. Like that's all I'm saying. He's still a legend.
See,
icon,
I gotta think that
Future.
the Future wouldn't even know that would be banging. I feel like Future would be like Dr. Dre. He washed.
That's what I'm saying. Like that sound might be washed. Is what I'm saying.
I don't know. I don't think so. Washed. I think with the right order, I think J. Cole could freak a Dr. Dre beat. Man. I don't know how it would sound, but I just think that would work.
Hey. Good luck with that. But no, that song really didn't do nothing for me. And then the Drake intro, I thought what I thought was gonna be a solo record killed me. Killed me. I'm like, ain't this a bitch? It was a little bullshit intro. So those was the two that kind of like, I don't know about that. But other than that, man, I thought the project was fire. It's a cheat code because there's multiple artists and all that kind of shit. So I'm gonna give it 3.5. I'm gonna say it's definitely banging. It's one of the better Khaled projects. If that's saying a lot or not, that's not for me to really discuss. But I put it up there with you know what I'm saying, some of the better joints, man. Like specifically I think the Kiss the Ring was fire, and maybe that Major Key. I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's up there with his best. I
think it was a Suffering from Success.
Suffering from Success was good. You're right. It's around that time. It's around that level.
Facts. Yeah, I agree. 3.5 reels for me as well is banging. Cheat code, a lot of artists on here, so you can't just go full-fledged 5 mics with the talent that he has and what you would expect that to be. But he did his thing. It does fit a lot better cohesively than other albums have. You can tell he put the time into it. I appreciated the God did marketing, and that's going to have some legs to it. So 3.5, the whole rollout, everything was really done well by Khaled, and someone who can really wear out their welcome fairly quickly. Yeah. He hasn't done so with this, and I appreciate it. He's made this a moment. Like, he's got people talking about Jay-Z having the verse of top Jay-Z verse ever. So he done his job. Like, when Khaled come out and drop an album, it's supposed to be a moment attached to it, and he did that.
100%, man. Y'all let us know what y'all think, dude. Was this Khaled a bag of mid, or is it one of his better projects? What did you think? Was it trash? Let us know in the comments, youtube.com/OnDeckTV. We got some wins or some losses coming up. First up, is this a win or a loss for Megan Thee Stallion being cast in the Marvel She-Hulk TV series, dog? What, W or L?
I'm going to be politically correct and say this is a W.
Okay.
I ain't going to get it. I'm not going to get into the Rock situation here and making is that She-Hulk good?
Nah, it's okay.
Meg will make it a lot better as She-Hulk.
Listen, if I wasn't going to continue watching, I am now. Just to see her cameo, I'm gonna come clean. So that's a W. I say that, man. That's a good look though. Be tapped in with Marvel. T.I. was tapped in for a minute in the Ant-Man joint. So it's not many rappers in Marvel movies. So
facts.
There's that. Win or loss, you spoke to this earlier. Gibbs and Benny the Butcher continue to beef on the internet, throwing insults left and right. These are both two grown ass men. Is this a win or a loss?
It's a big L. Big L. It may be funny for some people to enjoy. And I also think that we've grown past the age where you got to worry about people getting hurt from this. I don't think that that's going to happen either.
It's already happened.
Well, yeah, Freddie Gibbs got hurt, and you would think he would have learned his lesson. However, it's lame. Like, y'all niggas is old. Y'all old niggas. Like, let the young niggas do the op shit and the beef. Like, take that like rap. How about that, nigga? Stop, get off Instagram and throwing jokes. Let's hear who got the hardest bars. I would much so rather hear that. Like, the pictures was funny though. The pictures of Benny without the haircut was funny, and
that was funny.
Freddie Gibbs pictures was funny. I did not know Freddie Gibbs dated a porn star.
Yeah,
no,
me neither.
That takes some nuts. Pause.
Yeah. In more ways than one.
It's lame. It's lame. What do you think?
No, it's just funny. As long as it's funny, it's a W.
That's
because the picture with Benny the Butcher with his hair grown out.
That's nuts.
When he said, "Get the barber, nigga," the barber coming, nigga. That shit was funny, dude. Like, I'm sorry, it was funny. So I'm here for the social media war. But you're right. A diss record would go way for because we need that right about now. Like, niggas ain't had no big nice diss war since Meek and Drake off the top of my head. So we're due for that.
Facts. Like just a surprise, nigga, overnight. Nigga, I just slid this shit to who is it? K Slay or whoever the nigga that dropped the bombs.
Rest in peace, K Slay, man. Funk Facts, probably.
Yeah, I just slid this shit to Flex. You know, only nigga that got it. He playing it 4-5 times. Like one of them. Like,
yeah, that'd be dope.
Happen from this. Fuck these pitches and shit.
That'd be dope, man. One more win or loss, man. Birdman. He's got a new artist on Cash Money. It's a guy by the name of NBA Youngboy. Signed him to a big dog $60 million contract, allegedly. W or L, man, for Birdman.
This is a joke in itself, happening on the wins or losses because of Birdman's history. I'm assuming that that NBA Youngboy knows Birdman's history. I don't want Birdman coming up here asking me, do I know him? So I'm just gonna say this is a W, man. Somebody getting $60 million. I don't know NBA Youngboy gonna get it, but somebody getting $60 million richer.
Might be Slim.
Yeah, Slim getting $60 million.
And this is a W, man. Birdman finds a way, bro, to reinvent himself. What if he like built a whole new Cash Money with like Youngboy and like 3 or 4 more popping niggas, bro?
Something has to be said about a nigga who the information is out there.
Yeah.
Bro, it ain't no secret. People know what happened to Juvenile and Manny Fresh. It makes you think that there's more to the story with those people because every generation he'll come through with a Young Thug and a Lil Wayne will re-sign with him, and now an NBA Youngboy. There's something to be said about that, dude.
Nah,
I don't know what, but it's something to be said about it.
We've tried to bury him several times, and that nigga would not go away. I got to give it to him. That nigga is Jason.
Nigga, Jason Voorhees of hip hop for real, nigga. Jesus, shout out to Birdman, though, man.
That's a fact, man. On Decker of the Week, we're going to YouTube. Shout out to a couple of comments, man. First up, Mr. Abney. He said another dope episode. Straight to the point. Appreciate that, man. Thank you, Mr. Abney. Shout out to D-Dub. He said, hey, man, dope pod. Appreciate that. He said he got to put on for us, man. Legacy, the true story of the Lakers.
That's on Apple TV, I believe, right?
I believe so. He said it's fire, man. 3 episodes in, he said it's popping.
I'll check that out. I'm here for a good documentary. I watched The Captain with Derek Jeter, so I'll check that out.
Okay. One more. Hendrix Loco, he said, I agree 100% on the Sci-Hi take. He is way too talented to be this quiet. Again, this was the hip hop stocks buy or sell episode we did last week. Check that out if you missed it. Appreciate that, Hendrix Loco. 100%. We need Sci-Hi out here in these streets. We don't know what's going on either. We're just as confused.
Need some good fall weather music from it, man. It's just time to shine.
Absolutely, man. Give me something to put on, man.
Put ons this week, man. I did a lot of podding last week, so I'm gonna toot my own horn here. You catch me over there with Dead in Hip Hop. They did the quarterback ratings on a Monday.
And Aaron Rodgers was one. He was one.
Excuse me, the quarterback ratings coming up. We did head coaches actually, so I can leave Aaron Rodgers off the list. But did some sports podding over there with those guys. Also did some reviews on the new House of Dragon and Kanan episode 3, and then another week in the books every Friday for you. So if you don't get enough here at the On Deck TV show with me and my man AB, check your boy Spike Lou out across all your favorite platforms.
Absolutely.
Easy for me to say. What's your put on this week, sir?
Hey, man, I know a lot of people are talking about the whole verse and Khaled and all of that stuff. He's going to take the numbers for this weekend, but another project dropped, and I think a lot of people are sleeping on. It dropped the week before.
I say JID.
No. Not the JID. I'm going to listen to it. I haven't really listened to it like I wanted to, but I'm going to check it out, though. Respectfully. I'm going to check it out. He can rap.
I'm hating, by the way. Yeah. I definitely
It came out last Friday, man. Larry June, Spaceships on the Blade. This is one of dude's best pieces of work, dude. This mug is banging, sir. Like this up there with like Orange Print, Adjust to the Game. Like this might be like his top 3 or 4 projects. That motherfucker is banging.
Facts.
So check out Larry June, man. If you into it, West Coast laid back, fly shit. Spaceships on the Blade. I am banging that shit right now. It is a heavy rotation.
Yeah, that Larry June is banging. You're right about that.
Hey man, appreciate you guys tapping in as always. YouTube.com/OnDeckTV. Leave a comment or a like. We appreciate that. Follow us on IG as well at On Deck TV Show. What else you got for us, man, before we get out of here?
That is it. We appreciate you guys tapping in and continuously tapping in and supporting what we do. We out.
Yes, sir.